The next step in configuring your reading process is entirely new to version 2. In the summer of 2012, an international community of light pollution researchers came together and defined a file format into which darkness data can be stored. Darkness data can be acquired from a sky quality meter or several other devices. The advantage of having a standard file format is that data acquired from various devices can be stored and uploaded to various repositories throughout the world so that dark sky research can be conducted for many purposes. The SkyGlow storage page defines all the parameters needed in order to produce the file in the proper format for SkyGlow standard format. You can enable or disable the process this way. According to the format definition, the file will be automatically named, so we need to define a folder on your hard drive in which we would store the file. The following fields are all described in the data standard document, and that is available by clicking Help, which brings up your Sky Quality Meter Reader Pro 2 Help file. And there's a link in the proper page to the definition of the standard on the internet. The SkyGlow 2 tab allows you to configure some comment fields that will be inserted into your SkyGlow standard data format files. These are not required. They can be free format, anything you like. Next, we have the Send Data control page. This allows you to send data files and JPEG files to an FTP server, either locally or remotely. And as in version 1, you need to configure the login parameters and the path on the FTP server that you want your data files to reside on. There are several different options for which data files and JPEG files you want to transfer to the FTP server. New in version 2 is support for sending your SkyGlow format file if you're using that. And we now have both the magnitude per square arc second graph page and the naked eye limiting magnitude graph page. So either or both of those can be transferred. Another feature that is completely new in version 2 is the ability to contribute your readings to the nightwear.biz webpage. If you agree to contribute your readings, you do so without any restriction. By checking this box, you can automatically send a reading up to the Nightwear server. The Nightwear server will not accept readings that are taken while the sun is above the horizon. Also, you can determine whether to log reading errors on your status page. So if you determine that you'd like to contribute your readings to nightwear.biz, the web page to which it is contributed looks a bit like this. And we have a meter page of test data in the central North Carolina area. If you click on one of these markers, you get a synopsis of what is in the database that was uploaded from that meter installation, including the time of the latest reading, the reading values themselves, moon data, and an average of the most recent 12 months of readings acquired with no moon and the standard deviation of that population of readings. The final step in configuring your reading process is to define what kind of post-processing occurs after each reading. You can customize entirely how your reading data is processed. If you simply want to work on your readings text file, by the way, the readings text file is in comma-separated value format. So most scripting languages can operate on CSV data. So you would check the process that you wish to perform on the readings text file, define the path to the process, and that process will be spawned immediately after each reading is acquired. You can also process JPEG files if you wish, and of course you can also process a SkyGlow format file. Now that we have our reading process defined, we can move down to the command panel and initiate reading, stop reading, pause and resume reading if we are in continuous reading mode, and we can reset all the statistics and readings data. So in this particular example, we are configured to read every 5 minutes continuously, regardless of the sun. So if I click read, we'll acquire a reading. This is useful for testing. If the next reading is not configured to occur because of sun conditions, then there will be a gap between the first reading and the next automatic reading. So again, this reading is taken as soon as you click read and can be used for confirming the fact that you have everything configured correctly. So we can stop the automatic reading and reset all the information collected. The last thing I'd like to demonstrate for you is the display of data panel. And this is composed of several tabs. In order to populate some data for the program to display, I'm going to open a file that I've saved with some readings collected in it. This particular file has all of its statistics displayed here on the reading page, and this is the last reading acquired in the data collection period. You can click the MPSAS Graph tab, and again we can page through all the graphed readings taken during the sampling period. We can also look at the same data, interpret it as naked eye limiting magnitude data. This is a theoretical calculation applied to the magnitude per square arc second data output by the meter. And lastly, we can look at the status page. This indicates that we did open a data file rather than collect live, and there is no enclosure offset applied to the readings displayed. That concludes this overview video of SQM Reader Pro 2 software. Thanks for watching.